Yes, looks like we're ready. Battle is about to start. Let's get to the full game. And we are off with PsY versus Wolfovan. Now, you know, the thing is, Game & Watch, he's gonna have to come up close and actually tussle with Incineroar, which is always a bad thing. Now, Incineroar is a lot better versus projectiles than we thought at first, because you can actually stack revenge. So if you revenge 2 things in a row, the damage and knockback multiplier actually do stack. And that has some crazy results. So not as bad versus projectiles as you might think. But still, of course, you know, any character that has to come up close and actually fight Incineroar is gonna be nice for him, because that's what he wants. That's where he wants to play. Looks like PsY still got his movement on point with Game & Watch, just like in Smash 4. That's a move that always really annoys me, you know, when they run off stage and they jump back with a back air, especially Game & Watches, because you just cannot contest it. But, you know, the weight and kill power differential is pretty great, but a sweet spot down smash is gonna bury, and if you're buried in this game, you are actually dead. Okay, Wolfovan at the ledge. Probably wants himself a nice side B. Tries to parry the multi-hit, but of course afterwards he can still hit you. Side B hits, but sends him towards the other side, which is not what you want. Oh wow, the up smash actually doesn't even cover the platform. That means, you know, standing on the platform isn't as unsafe as it would otherwise be. The 5 is gonna get one of his multi-hits. PsY already looking for the kill with that down smash, as he puts on huge damage to Wolfovan. Oh, this should be death. No, he fills the edge guard. I thought he would just, you know, delete him with the arm, because Game & Watch is really light. I figured it would just delete him. He actually tried to go for the edge guard, which is really, let's just say it's really hard to edge guard the trampoline, all but impossible. He got buried again and lost his second stock before PsY even lost his first stock. It looks like Wolfovan is learning about Game & Watch today. You know, and I always find Game & Watch really, really awkward to fight against. Nice little dash attack right there by Wolfovan. Is gonna get him on the board with 1 stock. So that's nice. But I always find Game & Watch really awkward to fight. You can't really whiff punish him because of his low lag. You really gotta, you know, swat him out of a position where you'll know he'll be in advance, you know. His moves, you know, they're not laggy in a way that you can bait him out and then just punish him. Fortunately, of course, like I said before, he is really, really light. So Wolfovan, you know, he just needs about 50% and 1 revenge, and he should be able to delete him with a side B. Maybe even an F tilt. You know, the F tilt is actually kind of ridiculous. Excellent shield by Wolfovan. He really needs to shield those bury moves, because it's been the thing that's been getting PsY the kills. And even the smash attacks, you know, they have so little lag for Game & Watch. It's, you know, the classic shield and punish is probably not gonna be working out for you in the Game & Watch matchup. Wolfovan too greedy. Tries to take another up air, and he gets punished for it really hard, you know. We did see that up air really, really is never gonna kill, but a neutral air actually getting PsY the 1-0. Exciting stuff. Right, between. PsY is indeed crazy. That's where you're right. Now let's see. Can we get ourselves some Smash GG Ultimate Net Battle 4? Yeah, that's perfect. Let's see where these guys actually are in bracket. You know, you probably already know, because of course Nightbot, our lovely AI assistant, has the bracket links for you people. Oh, okay, looks like this might be a top 8 qualifier. Let's get to the bracket. Is this still winners bracket? It's also, yeah, it is still winners bracket, and it is winners quarters. Winners quarters, so we are in top 16. I'm just gonna put a top 16 so I don't have to change it all the time. We'll go up when we'll go up. And looks like they're about ready to start round 2. Let's see where Wolfovan takes it. As it is his choice. Probably, you know, oh yeah, we're just going back to Smash. So I can understand it. I don't think it was the stage at all. I think it's just PsY being really good. And Wolfovan not really knowing what he can and cannot do versus Game & Watch in neutral yet, you know. And what he can and cannot contest. Which is almost nothing in Game & Watch's case. Because I do think he's got some really good moves. So he's got to learn about that. In the meantime, a back throw at like 10 is going to send PsY into the blast zone because he had the revenge. Looks like Wolfovan already has a bit better grab on how PsY likes to move around. Oh, is that going to be enough? No, the sideways air dodge just enough distance for Wolfovan. Smart stuff. Avoids the pancakes or the bacon. I don't know what it is. I would imagine bacon hurts more. And it's more salty, so that's perfect. Wolfovan with the flood recovery. What can he do to PsY? PsY actually low profiling the grab. That is big. And a million jabs is gonna put him at almost 30%. Wolfovan in the air. He's getting fishbowl. Turtle. Turtle, bacon, and fishbowl. You know? Yeah, if you got some pets, except from the turtle, I guess you could really just, you know, cosplay Game & Watch with everyday household items. You know, the only problem would be that you can't get rid of your third dimension. But I know some of you weebs face that problem every day, so yeah. Oh, and that is the bell, not from the taunt, but from the cry of death. As Wolfovan connects his dash attack, but with 100% deficit, he's gotta watch where he's moving. That's a big 21. I gotta look up what's the name of that move. I gotta look it up because I gotta know. Let's find out today. Let's go to Smash Wiki for Incineroar. Oh, they got some time because Wolfovan is at the ledge, you know. And he should take his time there because you gotta be careful. Oh, and the cross jump just deletes him off top as Wolfovan takes the lead. Woo! Okay. Now PsY's got to be really careful because kill percent on Game & Watch is really soon. Actually, if he revenges something, I think we're already there. That's an arm. A Lowland Whip. That's the weirdest name. Okay. Still gonna call it though. Okay. Air dodge? Yeah, he's not gonna make it back with that air dodge, you know. Not even close. But he wouldn't have made back with the B either, because you know the horizontal recovery range for Incineroar is not that great. If you can get him at a nice low angle, you can certainly kill him, but that's not gonna happen for PsY. He got caught by the Alolan Whip. And Incineroar wins, as the announcer just told us. That's a 1-1. PsY's gotta be sweating, and not just because Incineroar is an actual fire Pokemon, but because Incineroar is just that scary. Hey, it's El Jefe in the stream. Remember to tweet out the stream, boys. Where else are you gonna get Incineroar versus Game & Watch action? I don't know. I don't know. Where would you? Okay, looks like they're selecting. I doubt any of them will be changing characters, but I do know that PsY actually has multiple characters. Or at least he did it in the last game. And if you're gonna play Pit in Smash 4, you might as well play Pit in Ultimate, you know. But it looks like he's gonna be sticking with his trusty Game & Watch. Because remember, he had momentum in game 1 and he absolutely bodied Wolfovan in game 1. So there's that. Yeah, how do you punish that? I don't know. I don't know, maybe just jump up, you know, but every time if you want to swat a Game & Watch out of the sky, you know, with an air-to-air move, you're just gonna get hit with the down air, the key. At least that's what always happens to me, so I just run away and shoot. Oh, Wolfovan with the SD! Air dodging slightly below the ledge. Ooh, that's a big mistake. That's a 0 to death from PsY. Granted, it was assisted by the SD, but look at this. Look at the momentum on PsY right now. And Wolfovan, you know, he didn't make it back to the ground before he hit 35. Oh, there's the bacon, there's the bacon. But not even bacon is a match for super armor. There we have it again. Wolfovan trying to whiff punish a Game & Watch move that, you know, it looks like it should have lag. But all the animations, you know, they have so few frames, not just in terms of lag, but in actually, like, you know, different visuals for the character. So in one frame he has his face in the dirt, and the next frame he's already standing up, shielding, and ready to punish. And Wolfovan, man. Like, if any character has combo potential, it's Incineroar, but oh, he's even getting hit by that new forward air, which looks good, but is kind of terrible, I've heard. But then again, maybe people just need to learn how to use it. Anyway, I've heard a lot of people who really preferred the cookie jar from the previous Smash games. Forward smash from Wolfovan. It's gonna get him at least one stock on the board, so there's no total humiliation. But, you know, he's gonna die instantly to a low angle, and that's a JV3 stock in game 3 for PsY, as PsY advances to winner side, top 8.